Today we're talking about fruit and produce, and what that has to do with writing, you'll have to wait and see. We're talking apples and oranges here, maybe a few pineapples. Keep it right here. All right, so I'm talking about apples and oranges and pineapples. What does that have to do with writing? It has everything to do with writing when you're first starting out, when you're working on that first project. The problem is we love to compare ourselves to those who have done so much more than we have. I'm speaking to a lot of the intermediate and the beginners here with their projects. You know, everybody says, I want to, people always say stuff like, oh, I want to be like Stephen King, or, I want to be like Patterson, or I want to be like Robert Rodriguez. And, and I'm guilty of that. I wanted to be Robert Rodriguez. I wanted to shoot these movies. And I got in trouble with one of my videos once because I made the claim that Stephen King could never write like me. But I didn't mean it that way. I also meant I can't write like Stephen King. And so it's apples to oranges. So many people, they compare their work to others, and then they feel disheartened and they feel upset. They're like, I could never write like they do, or I could never accomplish what they do. It's art, it's creativity, it's writing, it's painting. You are you, it's your voice. This is your vision. Don't compare your work to others, because it's just gonna, it's always good to compare to get better. I don't want to say don't compare to others, but don't feel like you need to be them. You need to be you. This is your work. You wrote that book, you wrote that poem, you wrote that song, you painted that picture. Oh, it's not as good as a Van Gogh. Van Gogh, who cares? I'd rather have a Debbie Smith out of Texas that painted it, and I bought it at an art show. I'm good. Her passion is on the paper. So it's apples to oranges. I just don't want you guys comparing yourselves to other people to get disheartened. You really need to understand that they have their voice, you have your voice. They have their talents, you have your talents. So use them, and don't compare yourself to them in that kind of a negative way, because it can be disheartening. How come I did a book signing and it only sold, 2 copies, or I got 5 rejection letters this week? Just don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about what you're doing and making yourself better. Use your passion and your voice for your vision. So don't be comparing apples to oranges. Focus on the apple. This is your apple, and enjoy the apple. All right, another homework assignment. Take it out. I just want you to write 3 times. Are you ready for this? This is so fun. We're going to write 3 times. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Anyway, it's a private joke. You don't have to do it. I just thought it was funny. Anyway, remember that. Do not compare your fruit to other people's fruit. Enjoy the passion of you telling your stories. All right, that's it for this one. I will see you again soon with another great video on creativity, your vision, and writing. All right, Rebel Storytelling, where we always say it, you are the story.